Some special events for July have been announced in Pokemon Go, including what the July Research Breakthrough will be, what rotation for 5-star raids we're going to be seeing in July, as well as what the featured Pokemon and bonuses are going to be for the July Pokemon Spotlight Hour. So in this video, we're going to break down everything in the announcement and give you some tips on how you can potentially maximize July's in-game experience. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, trainers. My name is Oro Chris. I am your catching coach. And the big announcement for July is going to be, not the first announcement, but the biggest announcement is that Kyurem is going to be arriving in 5-star raids. Shock to no one, we're going to have Zekrom leaving 5-star raids on July 7th, and then on that date at 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, Kyurem is going to be joining the 5-star raid rotation. Now, as we've previously mentioned in a couple of videos, Kyurem is sort of in the lore associated with Zekrom and Reshiram respectively, so it's not a surprise that this is going to be the next legendary that we're going to be seeing in 5-star raids. And they do tell us that they will be featuring a raid hour every Wednesday at 6 p.m. local time for the month of July for both Zekrom and Kyurem once Kyurem ultimately joins 5-star raids. Now, as far as the July Research Breakthrough rewards are concerned, we're going to be having Larvitar as the featured Pokemon this month. Now, they do mention specifically that you have a chance at a shiny Larvitar. I don't know that in past months we've seen an increased shiny rate with regard to the featured Pokemon when they're in reward boxes, but keep your eyes out for that. One thing that I will say is with Mega Evolutions potentially coming soon in Pokemon Go, we haven't gotten fully into the Mega Evolutions here on the channel just yet, but there is a potential that Mega Evolution will require evolving the Pokemon using potentially Candy and Stardust to trigger the Mega Evolution. So when you come in contact with your Larvitar in your Research Breakthrough box, I would recommend pin-apping, even if you've got quite a few candies, because this may be a Pokemon that shakes up the meta with regard to its Mega Evolution being introduced sometime here in the near future. And then as far as the Pokemon Spotlight Hour, on July 7th, the first week in July, we've got Talo with the Spotlight, and you'll earn twice the candy for transferring Pokemon. Now, 3 weeks after this Spotlight Hour, we're going to be in the midst of GoFest. Up to this point, they have not announced increased storage as far as Pokemon are concerned or for items, but when you've got access to double transfer candy for Pokemon, I would highly recommend over the next week, go through your box, find what Pokemon, what legendaries you've got 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of, start marking those Pokemon for deletion, and then when the Spotlight Hour hits, that's the time when you would transfer these Pokemon that you've marked for deletion. That way, when you transfer them, you're going to get double the candy, and it's a win-win for everyone. You're clearing out bag space before GoFest, and you're getting more candies in the process of doing it. Tuesday, July 14th, the second Spotlight Hour is going to be Zubat in the Spotlight Hour with twice the XP for evolving Pokemon. Now, we did mention previously on the channel that Michael Staranka, he is the director of global events at Niantic, has mentioned in a couple of interviews that the level cap in Pokemon Go, they're discussing increasing that. Not specifically with regard to GoFest, but it is something that they are considering here in the near future. So getting some extra XP for evolving your Pokemon during that hour could be helpful. On July 21st, Oddish will be the Spotlight, and you'll earn twice the Stardust for catching Pokemon. So definitely a worthwhile bonus that week. And then finally, Buizel will be in the Spotlight on July 28th, and you'll earn twice the XP for catching Pokemon. So again, with the potential for a level cap increase coming down the pike, double catching XP, not the most efficient way to gain XP, but every little bit certainly helps. And then they do remind us at the end of the announcement that the weekly challenges, the 3 weeks of challenges leading up to GoFest, are going to be starting on July 3rd. So be sure to keep up to date with the weekly challenges as they're announced so that we know exactly how we can trigger additional species of Pokemon appearing at GoFest. But that will wrap it up for the video. Thank you for sticking around. If you are interested in Pokemon Go, competitive PvP, and basically anything Pokemon related, consider subscribing. And as always, happy catching.